Greetings, it's me, Firebee, and welcome back to Pokemon Platinum Enhanced. Last time we made our way over to here, the resort area. We got ourselves a house, or a villa, rather. And apparently Bacon's told everybody about it, so much for having a nice quiet house, but oh well. And we were told by this guy here that there's apparently something lurking in the resort area. Yeah, the hidden ruler. You have to believe me. Whip out your super rod and go fishing. You might just catch the mind-blowing ruler. Yeah, I've gone into, I've done some fishing, haven't seen anything other than Magikarp, and I've also looked into the files that came along with the ROM, or rather the patch of it, to be more precise. And while they're not quite up to date, there's apparently only minor changes that don't include this. So I believe that that's a red herring of some sort. I might keep fishing off screen just to see, but I get the feeling that there's actually nothing there. So let's just carry on. Oh, let me spray repel real quick. Well, actually, let's see what's in this grass first. May as well. What kind of levels are we looking at here? Oh, hey, it's a Sunflora. Level 48 one. Not too bad. I do like seeing what some areas have for variety. Since you can supposedly catch all 493, I think, Pokemon that were available in this gen. So that's pretty neat. Not that I've really been one for, oh, let's catch everything, but it is neat when it's possible to do so. Whoa, Torkoal. I would not have expected you here. I would have expected you up near Mount Stark. I think that's the name of it. The volcano area. What? How the heck do I get there? Alright, I think I've seen enough of this Pokemon. Neat stuff here, but that's... How do I even get there? Is that just blocked off? You can't get there? Let's spray a repel right quick. Maybe I can just walk through this? And I can't interact with it in any way, so I don't know. When eyes meet, that's when a battle starts! True, but this is something that we knew at the very beginning of the game. Oh, hey, it's a Doug trio. We have Levitate, so we're not trapped. Or shouldn't be trapped. And we'll go to... Yeah, no ball. Because Rotisserie can't do a whole lot to it. Oh. Wait, what? How is Nopal unaffected by Fissure? Are they just saying that it missed? I don't know. We're certainly affected by Earthquake. Then again, Fissure is like a 30% chance to hit. But I don't think saying that it was... Yeah, that the opponent was unaffected was the text for it. I could be wrong. I don't really use one-hit KO moves that often. I don't much like relying on 30% chances. I don't much like relying on 50% chances, which is why I don't like Confusion. That and it's just a dick move to make. Oh hey, Ninetales. Yeah, Crab Legs is probably the best thing, but Crab Legs is not really a level that should be doing anything. So Gigaputty it is. Yeah, I'm pretty glad that Crab Legs is not actually doing any... I think. Speaking of confusion, here's some now! Let's rely on coin flips to actually see if we get to do anything or hit ourselves. Nope, we hit ourselves. Because, you know, extra RNG, that's hype, right? Absolutely. Come on, Giga Buddy. Thank you. And that should be one shot. Yes, absolutely. Get out of my face. A Blissey? We're gonna stay in, actually. Because we have Brick Break here. Assuming we can actually not hit ourselves. I say as we hit ourselves. Oh, you're in for a nasty surprise. A, I'm not using special attacks. B, Brick Break. But go on, set up your other screen. Nah? Get out of my face. This is going to take a little bit, considering how much bulk Blissey has. But it should be a one-shot. Yes, it is. And the experience comes rolling in. 3,100. That's another level, for sure. Giga Putty's now 63. Not bad. Still doesn't have an offensive stat over 200, though. Torkoal. No, I'm good. We'll stay in. Because we have rocks. And we snapped out. This might take a couple of hits, because Torkoal is bulky. Yeah, go ahead and raise your special defense. That's exactly what you need to be raising right now. That will absolutely protect you from the thing that is coming down from the sky onto your face. Yes. Absolutely the best move to make. Gonna send in an Umbreon? Nah. We have Brick Break. Do you think I'm worried about a silly Umbreon? Get out of here. Giga Putty really just kind of puts in a lot of work. Just like, do I have anything to, specifically to counter this? No? Giga Putty it is, then. Handles most anything, really. Except poison types. But that's why we have a cactus. And there goes Umbreon. Which put up more of a fight than a Blissey. You won't let me win? No, why would I do that? I suddenly remembered what it was like when I had my first battle. I wonder why that would be. Did you lose your first battle? That could be it. Oh neat, a full restore. Could be handy. Huh. Were you looking for me? Did you miss me? I wish I had a new nugget of wisdom to share with you, but alas I don't. Who are you? So I'll have to make it up to you with this. Well, we got a nugget. Now why not take another? It makes up for the wisdom I lack. Yeah, I'd say you're lacking wisdom if you're just giving out, pieces of gold to people. Those are my nuggets. Try to spend them wisely. Nuggets of gold have to be worth more than nuggets of my wisdom. Okay, nothing else to say. Just curious if there was anything witty. Okay. We'll cut the tree. Serve across the lake. Grab the item. Must be good if they're hiding at this well. Oh, I suppose I could have just cut the other one, but... A protein. Yeah, that's useful. I'm curious. What's available by fishing here? See if my A-pushing skills are up to par. No, they are not. They are still as bad as usual. This would probably be better if I actually used a controller for this. You gotta be kidding me. This is why I don't like Gen 3 fishing. Because it's just like, oh hey, you gotta time your things multiple times. But here it's just like, you have a quarter of a second to actually hit the button or else no. You've got to be kidding me. No, but seriously. Come on. I'm not that bad at hitting buttons. Not even a shoe? Come on. When I'm most prepared to hit the button, I get nothing. You gotta be kidding me, game. Nah, it's bullshit. I hit the button at the right time. Bullshit. You know what? Fuck you, fish. You don't even get the privilege of fighting me. What are these berries? Grippa berries and, I think, qualot berries? We'll see in a moment. I think those are qualots. Yes, they are. Not bad. Not that I'm really going to use these berries, but I have to pick them all. Alright, what is down here? Whole load of nothing. That's what's down here. Let's go back up and around. I don't know how to get to that item, so it will sadly just stay there forever. Ungrabbed. Right, what's up here? There's Route 228, which is a desert? It doesn't look much like sand here, I have to say. Like, I'm sure it's supposed to, but it doesn't. Alright, what's in the lead? Rotisserie is probably not the best thing to have here. Nopal is probably the better one. And you are going to have probably stuff to deal with things. What sort of moves have you taught? That tells me how good you are. Are you asking me to show you my moves? Is that the thing that you are attempting to say here? Because that can be arranged. We don't have to worry about that. We'll just go for cut here. Or that. That's a thing we could do. We could get flinched. I'm not going for Drain Punch because I only have 5 of those. They probably should have fixed that, really. You know, for having an extra edge on not being hit here, we sure are being hit an awful lot. Really? Okay. Well, at least there they missed too. Come on. Thank you. For actually hitting with something. And then not even killing. Nopal, your physical hits disappoint me so badly. Your attack stat is not even that bad. Fuck it. Giga Putty. Oh. Hi, Abomasnow. You are a thing, and you exist. Good thing we have rocks on our side here. An avalanche, that might hurt a little bit. Makes me glad I didn't have Lingmini out here, though. Go for strength. I should probably replace the Heartstone with the Poison Barb and go for Poison Jabs instead, because that'll be boosted on top of Stab. In case Giga Putty actually needed more killing power. Youch! I heard that somewhere there's someone who teaches Pokemon moves. That is a person that exists. Right. We'll revive Nopal up. And also we have some Hyper Potions, so we'll just use those since I don't need full restores at this point. That'd be overkill. Just a little bit of overkill. I will say, the level curve here, looking back at it, is a lot nicer. Oh boy, sandstorm. Then in another hack I was playing, off screen I played this hack called Pokemon Liberation, which is a pretty neat idea for a hack, but well, I mean, it's not one that I'm going to be playing here, so I may as well talk about it. Essentially, Team Rocket took over the region. People, nature, Pokemon harmony is essential. Are you getting worn out from all the running you've done? Not really. Basically, Team Rocket's taken over Kanto. It's a hack of Fire Red. And you have to try to take it back. So it ends up being with the various admins of Team Rocket being the main gym leaders. Bug type has been removed in favor of a whole bunch of grass stuff, which is weird, having all the bugs be grass types, but, you know, whatever. Oh, that could be bad. And the level curve is horrendous. Like, we'll put it this way. For a team of 4, had to grind all the way to level 50 to take on the 3rd badge. That's how bad it is. That's how bad that level curve is. The champion is holding on to a level 100 Deoxys and level 100 Mewtwo, which has been changed types to, I think, Dark Psychic. It's bullshit. I mean, it was kind of enjoyable. Bullshit aside, it was kind of enjoyable. Because almost all the dialogue got changed, so it really kind of felt a little bit like a new story, all told. But that's not something that you do without some rare candies along with you. And, you know, looking back at this, you know, the levels here, this is a lot nicer of a level curve. We'll put it this way, I would be facing teams of this level about on the way to the 4th badge. Or thereabouts. Yeah. Dealing with I believe, the guy who replaced Surge ended up with a level 47 Celebi, which was, you know, more bullshit. Which one of these do I want to take out first? I think the Marowak, because that's more dangerous to me. And, sure, why not? And it just kind of heal stalled, recover stalled the entire way, because you don't really have any bug type moves to do anything. I mean, it made grass type a lot more viable, and the technically bug type Pokemon a bit more viable, because they're weak to fewer things and more effective on some things. But the hackers' idea to remove the bug type completely was completely silly. They were just like, it really doesn't do anything. And then they also add, you know, because of how they changed Mewtwo, the typing, and I believe this is a quote, or about as close to it as I can recall, I didn't want a Caterpie to be able to take out Mewtwo. Absolutely silly. Just completely silly. But it was a neat little hack. Sure. We'll go with that, and that could be dangerous, actually. Let's not do that. We'll just go for more rock sides. I don't want to activate any guts on it, because I'm pretty sure that's a thing Hariyama can have. And I'd really rather not make it more difficult on me, especially when we're about the same level. Nopal gained a level, so we're technically above it now. Yeah, our special attack is a lot better than physical attack. Yeah, that wasn't really going to do much. Close combat, it's gonna weaken you, but I think that'll take Nopal out. Yeah, Nopal doesn't have great defenses. And now, neither do you. Sandstorm rages, blah blah. You're hit, and we're gonna bring in Linguini. Because Linguini has Fly, last I recall. Swampert? Oh, of all the times to not have Nopal around. Fly in the Hariyama. Go for a Poison Jab on Swampert here. Or not, because Protect. That's right, it's a double battle. Everything has to use Protect. That Endure is not going to help you this turn. Maybe next turn, but not this turn. And Sandstorm rages. 2 things are gonna get hit. 3 things. Fine. And now we try again. Double Protect, of course. Why would I expect anything different? At least the Endure failed. But I believe Linguini ought to be able to take that out in a shot. Has lower defenses, super effective, stab, yeah. Should be able to. Gigaputty's now level 64. Not bad. Alright, now we can just focus on the Swampert here. As we wanted to. Watch it get a triple Protect. Okay, good. Didn't go for that. I'm surprised it didn't actually Earthquake. But I'll take it, I suppose. It may get a chance to. Oh, Muddy Water. Wee! A water-type move. That lowers accuracy. But the important one dodged it anyway. Sandstorm, Sandstorm. Dragon Claw, Poison Jab, go. And we hit anyway. Get out of here, Swampert. These battles almost take longer than the Elite Four battles. I'll say this much. I'm glad that they didn't make the Elite Fours double battles. You're A-okay. You're not tired at all? I'm tired of the bullshit. Can I say that one? The world is full of Pokemon and all sorts of trainers. Protecting Pokemon in nature. Think of what that means. But yeah, when I say that, I'm glad they weren't double battles, because a lot of the ordinarily single battles in... Oh, hey, this guy teaches stuff, I bet. In Liberation were actually double battles. So there was just a lot of bullshit going on. I don't have any of those Pokemon, so I can't do any of this. Is there anything on your computer, though? No. Is there anything up here? Repel wore off, but I'm not worried too much. Suppose we'll use Rock Smash here. Let's see what we can find. Pokeball. A Shed Shell. Okay. Let us get out of something, I suppose. That's the best way through that. I'll use the Black Flute here, because I don't need an entire repel for it. What do you have to say? Please don't hold anything back. Alright, I won't. That is something that I can certainly do. With your Sand Slash. Alright, I didn't heal after the last battle. I probably should have done that. Let me go and revive up our friend Nopal here. I'm not hugely worried about a Sand Slash. Oh no, it's digging. Whatever will we do? I'm definitely not going to switch out to something else next turn, given that you've very carefully telegraphed what you've done and are going to do. This certainly won't do nothing. Oh, it did do nothing. Good job, Sand Slash. Waterfall. This may take 2 hits, because Sand Slash has some fairly decent defense, if I recall. What did I tell you? 2 hits. That certainly was a crit that happened. Another waterfall, and it should be dealt with. I'd predict what they had next, but I have no clue. Really no way of knowing, considering how things have been changed around. A Claydol. Is there really anything better for it? I suppose we could go to Nopal and really not care much. Claydol is not a massive threat. In fact, not a threat at all, really. Of all the things Claydol could do, literally anything does it better. Things that are not its typing, not its weird shape. Literally anything could do its job better than it does. Like, it's sad, but kind of true. That cosmic power is not going to stop me. At all. At all. Get out of here, Claydol. You managed to do absolutely nothing. As usual. Let's see what else you have. A Tropius. See, I would never have guessed that. Yeah, we'll switch to soft serve, actually. Change up the weather a little bit. And give it a nice punch. Ice Punch coming right up. And something frozen banana smoothie. Sure, we'll go with that. That'll work as a witty one-liner, right? Totally. Absolutely. That's how that works. Yes. Gastrodon. Nah, we have the wood hammer. That we can be protected against. Right. One more turn, maybe 2. Considering how things like to double protect and get it half the time. There we go. That'll be a lot of recoil, but it should probably take it out in 1 hit. Thank goodness they didn't think to go, oh, we're gonna give this thing Sap Sipper or something, even though that didn't exist yet. But you know how a lot of people are. I can imagine a lot of ROM hackers would consider that. I feel invigorated from that battle even though we lost. After all, we gave it everything we had. Alright, we'll push on a little bit further. Hello. My quest for power brought me here. It was beneath the desert sand that I toughened my body and soul. Accept my challenge. Rah! Okay, if you insist, guy. If you insist. Would not like to be you stuck under the sand, though. That sounds like a terrible way of getting sand in all sorts of places that nobody would like to have sand. But I mean, if that's how you wanted to go about it, sure. Sure. Just doesn't really sound all that pleasant. Cactus proven to be best against pigs also. Pretty much the entire animal kingdom, really. But specifically giraffes and pigs. What was that, a Machamp? Linguini and we'll heal. Nice to be on a fairly level playing field. Wherein by nice, I mean slightly nervous. Because who knows where the level curve is going next. However, I'm not worried about this because most things natural learn set at this level are just either terrifying or not a threat in the slightest. And I think this is the latter. Scary face. And should be dealt with. Yep. Thought so. Nice. Level 62. Look at that attack stat. Look at that. 225. I'm pretty happy about that. Alright. One or two more Pokemon to go. An Executor. Executor? We'll go to Nopal again. Why not? And we will prove that that cacti are also better than palm tree eggs? Sure. That's, oh. Huh. Not actually a one-shot. Ow. Color me surprised. Almost. There we go. We'll need to heal up Nopal, though. Probably off screen. My spirit is broken! Probably shouldn't have buried it under the sand. I thought I couldn't win before it became a fact. I've let down my Pokemon. They go to battle with faith in their trainer. That's true enough. What's a sign? Route 226. Maybe we'll get out of the sandstorm. What do you have to say? A strong but solitary presence. Or the weak that mass together. Who can say which is better? I've been wondering about this, but no one can tell me. Why doesn't anyone study the molting of Pokemon? I think there'd be a lot you could tell from their molts. Probably? But I don't think every Pokemon would molt. Only some of them. Like, birds and bugs, primarily. And snake types, I suppose. Or reptiles. You could probably learn something from it. Sure. But, I'm just getting distracted thinking about that. This is probably going to be the end of... Oh yeah, this is going to be the end of this video. It's 30 minutes in. Next time, we'll keep going this way, because I think the survival area is over this way. And I hear tell that there's something special waiting for us here. A couple of special things, perhaps. I'm not really sure. The notes were a smidge vague. And if I knew specifically, I would be even more vague about it. That sign does not look in the right place. I'm pretty sure there's not supposed to be a grass tile underneath it. But I'm getting distracted even more. Alright, next time, we'll make our way over to the survival area, see what's up there, and then probably go back towards the volcano area. We'll see. We'll see. So make sure you come back for that, and until then, farewell.